the door. Go and close the door. Thank you. Hey guys, how y'all doing this evening? Welcome to the show, or as I should put it, the chat. Give me a second. I want to make sure the door's closed. I want to have a really up close and personal conversation with you guys. And not to say I don't teach my children this too. You guys know I am a happy, blessed mother of five amazing children, three girls, two healthy boys. And so I feel and know that I'm more than qualified to talk about this particular topic as it pertains to tests, how we're always constantly being tested. Let me just put the topic here in the chat so you guys can see it. Those who tune in, those of y'all who are tuning in live or on the replay, my name is Letitia Campbell. I'm the #1 sales and remote business strategist. Smart entrepreneurs hire me to teach them how to dominate their businesses, dominate their sales online, and also help them to create and maintain their remote-based business. So tonight we're in episode 16 of my Success-preneur Chat, and this show is exactly what it is. It's us having real talk chats with real conversations about everyday stuff that goes on in the life of us being Black women building businesses, trying to stay at the top and managing home life, balance, or what I normally call harmony. So what I want to talk about today, once again, is that girl is just a test. It's just a test. Now, I've been building my business online for a very, 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 very long time, right? Maybe y'all have been watching me for 2+ years, 5+ years, whatever, right? One of the things I've always noticed is that when things or what I call whenever shit is hitting the fan and there's so much negativity going on in multiple directions, a lot of us want to just halt and stop building our businesses. There was many times in the past where I would get into arguments with my husband and then I wouldn't go live, or I'll reschedule a call, or basically whatever happened in my personal life will trickle over into my business life. And that, if that has ever happened to you, type in me right now in the chat. We all as women have gone through that, where, like I said, our personal life trickles over to our business life, and we will have everything drawn out and ready to complete in our businesses. And all of a sudden we get into an argument with somebody, or we get a bad review, or somebody sends us a crazy text message, and everything else that we planned in our business goes over to the wayside. And then we say, you know what, I'm going to first sort through my personal life, sort through my marriage, sort through my relationship, sort through my family life, and then I get back in my business. And we always assume, right, and type in I if this is you, that a lot of times our businesses are getting in the way of our family life, or getting in the way of our relationship. But I'm here to tell you on this lovely Thursday evening that, girl, God is just testing you. It's a test. Whenever I've been tested, it meant that God was putting me into a new realm, a new position in my business that I had to be ready for. And with that said, with the new transition and the new leveling up, the devil also knows your destination too. And he's going to try and still kill and destroy whatever destination that you're supposed to go towards, right? It's the truth. I've experienced it over and over again. I'm experiencing now. Today, there was 2 things that really pissed me off to the point where I was not just mad, I was at my highest level of anger. And let's keep it honest. I know some of y'all watching on here have had situations where you've gotten so angry. You was beyond mad, right? You was beyond pissed off. You was like, shit, I'm angry right now. Say one more word. Say one more word. And that was me today. And so I had to sit back. And one of the things I constantly keep focus on is now whenever there's a negative energy, or just, hey, Sasha, how are you, love? Girl, I know you feel me, sis. Whenever there's negative energy, or just, things happening in my life that is outside of my control, right? I give it to God. Like I had to do some heavy praying today. I had to bite my lip and say, you know what? I'm going to waste too much energy exploring my angry side. Now I did check a person today. I did. Yes, I did. I did. Let me tell you something. I did have to check. I did check a person today. But it was not even checking. It was like polite shade. It was like, you know what, girl, I see you. I see you. And not today. You know what I'm saying? It was sort of like when you draw that line in the sand. You ever see back in the old days, you know, where there was when two men were about to have a sword fight, and the man pulled out his sword and said, "Okay, if you want to go there with me, I'm gonna draw this line in the sand. Step over that line and see what happens." That's what I did when I checked this person. I literally took my sword out. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the Bible says we got to put our armor of the Lord on, right? I pulled my sword out. I drew my line in the sand. I said, girl, you can step over this line if you want to. And it's 8:45 p.m. right now. I'm waiting for her to step over that line. She hasn't done so yet. But anywho, that's a whole nother conversation. So, hey, Joelle, how are you? Oh, let me see y'all up in the comments, y'all. Listen, this is if those of y'all who are watching and you're sitting there watching, you're just like, oh my God, no, I never get angry. Nobody ever tests me. I never go through trials and tribulations. I've never had an argument with my husband about my business. I've never had to I never pushed my business aside whenever I was going through personal issues. And this is not the broadcast for you. Okay, you stay over there in your corner in your perfection at your perfection cafe. This is a real conversation for real women, real entrepreneur women who are going through some heavy shit, right? And still show up despite it all. Okay. Yes, girl. Someone said Letitia Campbell, true. Emotional feelings can get in the way of if we don't understand that it's not flesh or blood, but yeah, for principalities we are fighting against. Absolutely. So going back to that, great point. You're always going to be tested. And when you start reaching a level of consistency in your business, one way you're definitely going to be tested is when you start investing in your business. Not just a little bit of investing, like taking that, you know, couple of $1,000 plus investing in your business. And you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to throw that cash out there because I know I can't do all of this by myself. Trust and believe that next day you are going to be tested. You're going to sit back and be like, oh, should I have done that? I should have kept that money. Damn. And let me tell you guys something. I lost a lot of money in my business. I had people offer me opportunities. Oh, Tisha, I can help you with this. I can help you with that. Whoop-de-whoop. And I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in my business. And trust and believe some of that money went straight to dirt. That's why I'm super cautious now. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody's going to push me. Okay. Unless I am 1000% ready. Because you got to be that way sometimes. And yes, there's some investments that you have to make in your business. There's no question about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you guys right now, just like you're going to make money, right? You're going to make money and you're also going to lose some money too. It's reality of the situation. It's not like it's gambling or anything like that. You're going to have to try some stuff out until you figure out what works for you. Like a long time ago, you know, this was like back in 2019, early 2019, I had this girl that did my graphic designing. Now, this girl was bad. When I mean bad, y'all, I mean, she knew she was her zone of genius. And we talked about this last week about capturing and working in your zone of genius. She knew how to choose a great graphic designer. And I had to let her go because there was a lot of stuff that was going on that she was just, I was like, girl, you got to get, you good and all, but I ain't got to put up with all this, girl. You got to get your stuff together, you know? So at one point I lost a lot of money in that experience because as you guys know, I'm a service-based business. A lot of the stuff that I do for my clients, I whether it's design or whatever, I have a team that takes care of that for my private clients. And you know, in this situation, a private client got upset because she didn't get her stuff on time. So that did affect me. So things like that, this comes up, guys, where you are going to put money into your business and you're not going to feel that you're getting back what you're investing. But again, you could be the smartest, you know, budget-friendly, cautious person in the world, and it will happen. But how do you know if you found good counsel, or how do you know if you built a great, back end team in your business? Is that you just got to try stuff out. Like Charisse, I think she's on here. I've had a lot of virtual assistants before I had Charisse. Girl, I let a lot of VAs go. A lot. It's all testing you. It's all molding you, and it's sharpening your iron. So that way, once you reach that level in your business, you're going to know what you don't want, and you're going to also know what you do want. Right? Hey, Joelle, how are you? Sasha says she get irrational. I get irrational too when I'm angry. Yes, I do. I always put these conspiracies and scenarios in my head. Like when a person gets me to that level, trust and believe, I do. It happens to me. It happens to me some days ago with hubby before going to church out nowhere. Yeah, and you know what, guys? A lot of times it's not the fact that our husbands don't support us, it's the fact that they don't know no better. Like I was at that point in my life where my husband would not support me in my business. And what I had to realize through therapy, that a person can't give you what they don't have. I grew up with a father who was an entrepreneur. My great grandfather, when he came to this country from the Dominican Republic, he had 2 businesses. Okay. He came on this American soil and hit the ground running. I have uncles, and my brother owns a restaurant. Yes. Okay, close the door. And so I've always been engulfed in entrepreneurship. Ever since I was a little girl, I would see my father wake up in the middle of the night to run out to go work on somebody's car in the snow, in the rain, or whatever. I grew up around the work ethic, not just the fact of having a business. I grew up around the work ethic of what it takes to run, operate, and maintain a business. My partner didn't have that. And that's the thing we all got to understand. We don't have to put up with it. We don't have to take it. We don't have to deal with it. But we do have to understand that if you're dealing with an individual that has no sense of what it is that you're doing, you can't really blame them for not understanding, because it's your dreams, it's your goals, it's your destiny. And what's meant for you is meant for you, period. It doesn't mean just because, like one time this girl told me, I think it's a sign. My husband doesn't support my business. Maybe that's a sign from God. No, it's not. If you're going to talk about God and talk about signs, honey, that is far from a sign, period. That's far from a sign. And are you putting more of your faith in a person, or are you putting more of your faith in the man above? Yes, Sasha said calling them out is not shade. Tell them, yeah, girl, I put that line in the sand, honey. Yes. Sasha said, I used to say I was going to shut my business down my first year. Every other day I was going to give up. Yes, it's hard. And every day is hard, Sasha, every day. And I know all of y'all who are watching understand that, what we go through, all this negative energy, all this stress, right? It's not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you're being tested. You're being tested. Girl, it's just a test. Somebody typed that in the comments. Girl, it's just a test. Like the first situation I went through this morning that got me angry, right? That got me angry, right? How I responded to that situation was that I stated what my boundaries were. And that's what we have to do. When everybody else around us is acting like a fool and acting stupid and saying whatever the hell they want to say and doing whatever the hell you want to do, you have to say, well, you know what? If you're going to do that, this is what I'm going to do. Right? And then once I slashed that demon down, right, a second thing happened. So once the second negative situation happened, I told y'all what I did. I pulled out my sword and I drew my line in the sand. And I was like, bitch, step over the line. If you want to. And it's 8:54 p.m. right now, and she hasn't stepped over the line. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting. Okay? And that's what I had to do. And I'm moving on, period. I'm sitting up here on my bed with my laptop, doing my notes, doing me. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes y'all just gotta be like, you know what? I'm doing me. F them. And that's my word for everything. And maybe that's just the New York in me, but I really say that about everybody. I don't care who it is. F them. Like when I want to transition to another orifices in my head, like another dimension in my mind, and just transition and just forget about the situation. Something about the F word just switches my mind back to my own personal reality. That's just me. That's maybe call it my power word or whatever. F them. F her, F him. Like I say that all the time in my mind. Yes. Sasha said, I know someone like that, great at their job, but so disorganized. Yes. Yeah. Trish, you mentioned that before. Your great grandmother have two businesses. Some people don't around you don't understand that you have a gift. That you have a gift. And some of us have gifts that we give away to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a job, you know, and you're doing your job very well, you're climbing up that ladder, right? You're literally bartering your gifts to a boss. But there's people out there in the world like myself, like Treese, like Sasha, many of y'all on here, where we want to make our gifts and cash them out for ourselves. Now, when I was looking, at rich people and, I grew up in Westbury, Long Island. So there's two sides of Westbury. There's Old Westbury and then there's Westbury. If anybody tell you that they were from Old Westbury, darling, they got money over money over money, honey. You can't even, Old Westbury, you drive by people's house, you can't even see them houses. There's so many bushes and stuff. They got all this land, acres, honey. They got, what they call it? They don't call it land. They call it, what's the name they call it? They had chateaus and estates, large, okay? I was from Westbury, girl, middle class, whoop-de-whoop, right? So I used to drive by these places, and we used to, when I was in high school, our high school was right next to Old Westbury, right? So our track team, I know I was not on the track team. We had to run 3.2 mile, whatever. I think it was like 9.2 mile run through these Old Westbury houses as part of like our physical gym test, right? So, honey, I was skinny back then, honey. I was like, ooh, ow, ouch, ooh, hey, here it is, hit it. Like, I was like, my body was like, oh, okay. So we used to do those runs, me, my girlfriends and them. And we would just look at these houses and just be like, oh my God, these houses are so beautiful. We'd love to live in these houses. And I'm telling you right now, every individual that lived in Old Westbury had their own business. They wasn't working as a cashier. They wasn't a store manager. They wasn't a director of some corporate Fortune 500 company. They had their own businesses. Their children, even though it was Old Westbury, they didn't go to Westbury School District. They was going to school outside the district. You know why? Because their parents could afford to pay for the education that they wanted their children to have, not the public schooling. So growing, and that's the thing, that's the part why I could not get so hell bent on my husband when he would talk against my business or not be supportive, because he wasn't even around that environment. Like I got to see poor, middle class, and rich all in one neighborhood, right? All in one neighborhood. I got to see it all. I got to see how rich people move around. I got to see how many middle class people moved around. I got to see how poor people move around. And let me tell you another thing, y'all, about the people in Old Westbury. Like they weren't coming out of their long estate driveway in a Hummer or in a Lamborghini or in a Range Rover. They were coming out in Hondas, Kias. They were spending money on frivolous things that did not produce no value or no equity, right? So I got to see that and experience that and just be awed and amazed at the lifestyle of all that, and realize that I knew early on that the only way you don't have that glass ceiling over your head is you got to do business for yourself. You got to build your own empire at any means necessary. Are y'all feeling what I'm saying? Sasha said, I tried to incorporate my husband a few times. No bueno. You know what, too? Like, I was even trying to do that as well. And let me tell you this funny story. So there's these two couples we watch on TV sometimes. And I could always tell when the wife is mad at the husband. And on top of that, the husband always tries to cut her off in a sense. And I'm like, listen, we can't do a show or anything like that together because I can't transition and be like, hi guys, look, hi. And I'm mad at you. Like, no, And on top of that, this is my lane. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't see where a man could fit in my business. Like, I really can. Maybe later on down the line, I could see it. But I'm so in tune with my mission and my goals and my vision that he's not a part of that. And I feel like we as women, we got to be okay with saying, this is my thing. Boy, you better go find what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a man's input on my stuff. It's almost like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. And I'm not trying to bash any of y'all that be your whole business is built around being a couple, because I do see that at times. Some of y'all have businesses where you have to have your partner there. It's like you have to. Like, I was watching this one person for a long time, and now she has a partner involved in her business, but I could tell that it's forced. And I feel like, why do it if for purposes of likes and followers and being viewed as popular or accepted because you have a partner on the side? I just don't get that part. I feel like your partner should find his own thing and you should find your own thing. And if y'all try to take both y'all companies and do like a collaborative thing, I would love that. I would love if he finds his own business idea and explores it and gets it to a point where is at the level of mine. I don't mind, partnership, and that's his LLC and this is my LLC. It's not going to be a combined thing. That's just my thing. But I know everybody's different. I know some of y'all who are couples and y'all have your own thing. Y'all have your collaborative business thing going on. No, you ain't going to like what I'm saying, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm all right with y'all being mad at that. That's okay. Therese said, my great granddad took care of the house with help. Absolutely. Sasha said, when I feel like that, I yell, psych. It makes me switch. Yeah, it makes you switch real fast. Yep. Yeah, I know you get it, Sasha. I know you get it. I know you get it. I've had that question in the past. Like, where's your husband? Where's your partner? Where's this and that? And in the beginning, and he would tell you this, I would try to incorporate him with my business. He would come to my events. This was way back in the day. And I just felt like he was just sitting there like, boy, you might as well stay home and go watch the game or something like that. It's just like, it's you don't have to have a partner there. It's like anyone who tells you that, even if you're working, even those of you who have ministries, you don't have to. You don't have to. It's a lot. It's a lot with that. But anywho, guys, as I was saying, I know I went off into a rant there. Type in the comments, y'all. Girl, it's just a test. God is just testing you. God is just testing you. Testing your seriousness, testing your commitment, testing whether or not you're really going to take these gifts that he has given you and really utilize them and leverage them as you're supposed to do that, as you're supposed to. And a lot of us, when we're being tested, we give up. And some of y'all saying, well, I am going through a lot. I'm not giving up. I still have a desire. But if you planned on going live today, and you did because you got into a little situation, little argument with your family member, friend, coworker, partner, boss, whoever, that's quitting. That is quitting. If you decided to take a break because you're having personal issues, That's quitting. Listen, ladies, I know what I'm talking about. I was that person that took a break for months and months on end because my personal issues, my things that was going on in my personal life, and I shouldn't have done that. Your business should run as usual. You still go to work. Let's talk about that real quick before I hop off. Somebody type in the word still, you still go to work, even if you got into an argument the day before or that morning or during work. How many of y'all would angry text your partner, or angry text your family member or friend while you're at work, right? You still go to work. Once you have when you have a death in your family, do those 3-day bereavement or whatever, you go right back to work. You still go to work after you have a baby. We all have gone through life changes, personal issues, you name it, and we still showed up for somebody else. Yeah, that's right, Sasha. I'll put this up on the screen. If it's no excuse for that job, right, that can fire you tomorrow, it shouldn't be any excuse for you to show up and dominate your business. It just shouldn't. It just shouldn't, right? Sasha said, I did a training in my community, a live in my 60-day challenge, and now I'm here. Oh, yes, you did. I saw the notification, Sasha. I'm going to check that out soon. But I had to get to that point, y'all. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I haven't experienced myself. I had to get to that point where I had to say, Letitia, and I told y'all this years ago. I said, I reached a point in my business where it was at that fork in the road, right? Where I said, either I'm going to really do this and dominate, or I'm just going to push everything off the table and just live a life that everyone else is living. I had to make a choice, and you guys have to make that choice. Either you're going to go all in, or you're just going to just say, you know what, let me just get off the internet and give other women an opportunity who are serious about building their empire and helping people, and give them an opportunity. Because a lot of y'all are wasting space. It's just like you show up today and you don't show up for 5 days and you show up again. It's like, why show up in the first place if you're not going to give it your all? Give it your all. Give it your best. Your best doesn't have to be the same as everyone else, right? It doesn't have to be as pretty and pretty and perfect as everybody else. Your best is your best. Is your best, and your best gets greater and greater and greater each and every time you show up. Yesterday, I went live in my groups, and I talked about, you know what I'm saying, I talked about, giving your all and giving your best, not shortchanging your worth and all these things, because people are going to try you, ladies. I call it, they're going to test your gangster. They're going to test your success. People are going to try you. Trust. People who are have probably, sad and depressed in their own life, and they see you out there smiling, happy, doing you, they will try to test your success. Don't let them win. Realize, say to yourself, girl, this is just a test. Girl, this is just a test. You just trying my success, and I'm going to still show up. I'm going to still be successful. I'm going to still do whatever it is that God has called me to do. Period. No excuses, no compromising, and no giving up. No giving up. No quitting. No telling yourself next year, next month. 2020 ain't over. 2020 ain't over. Y'all should have known by this whole election. Every last day, every last minute, every last moment counts. It counts. When it looks like you're about to lose, honey, if you hang in there just a little bit longer, if you just show up just what y'all saw, things shifted in just 24 hours. All of a sudden you went to sleep, you woke up, oh my God, blue everywhere. Oh my God, numbers went up. Just imagine if he had went on and said, I'm going to concede. Y'all can just stop counting. I know I'm going to lose. Whoop-de-whoop, right? Just imagine. But some of y'all have given up when y'all was just one more day away from getting a breakthrough. One more minute away from getting to your next $1,000. I mean, y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Just hang on. You hang on to everything else. You hang on to a man, you hang on to a job, you hang on to a conversation, you hang on to a phone call. I mean, hold please. But you can't hang on for your business. Choices, y'all. It's just a test. Girl. Yes, Sasha. Girl, it's just a test. It's just a test. Know this. Know this. Tell yourself this. Say, oh, Lord, God, I know, girl. God, I know this is just a test. I know it. I know it. All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, register right now for my free list building masterclass by texting the words build my list to bit.ly/text the camp, or text me at 516-861-0169. I have a masterclass coming up in the next couple of days, so you want to make sure you register. I think we have about 75 people who have registered. I'm only going to allow 100 seats, so there's only 25 seats left. So make sure you go to text me the words build my list to bit.ly/ all lowercase text the camp, or you can text me directly at 516-861-0169. As always, guys, don't forget, get out there and dominate, because it's time to design a life that you in fact deserve. Till next time, bye guys.
Hi, my name is Mariel Morales, and I am the life artist. Working with Leticia Campbell has been amazing. It has changed my life. I went from working a job that I totally hated. I hated myself, I hated my life, to now living the life of my dreams. I'm every day a step closer to becoming the beautiful and confident woman that I deserve to be. I am so excited to have my new business that I have been able to create under the coaching of Leticia Campbell. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michaela Sab, and I'm the founder of Super Sexy Reshape, partner with Herbalife International Incorporated. Before Leticia Campbell's coaching program, I thought I did good with my clients over the phone, but now I think I'm amazing with more tech-savvy techniques that I can use on different platforms, Facebook Lives, and also on my own personal conference with clients on Zoom. I always recommend Leticia Campbell's coaching program because she helps you to innovate yourself and your business and your brand. And I look forward in my 2020 doing my own personal retreat. Deciding not to do this coaching program, you're going to miss out a whole lot, especially learning how to reach people on different platforms. If I were you, I would give a gift to myself and invest in her coaching program. And I think you're going to love it.
Hi everyone, hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. Well, before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Angie. I am the creator of Divine BFF Fitness, a health and wellness movement for busy ladies on the go that do not have time to work out and work around the clock. Miss Leticia! My programs snap you back into shape and back into that little black dress. We follow a simple fitness and nutrition plan that keeps you motivated and in motion, because I believe that every woman has the obligation to themselves to have a healthy lifestyle. So under 1 minute gratitude. So let me just show you really quickly, you guys. You see this lady right here, Miss Letitia Campbell. I am so grateful that she came into my life. And hello. So I'm glad you're here. Yay. I am so grateful that she came into my life because she has given me that strength and is giving me that strength. Oh my God, I'm crying. That I need. So I am so glad you're here. You cannot imagine what you have done in my life. And I know we're so far away. But listening to you today has really done a huge impact. And I'm sorry, you guys, I don't mean to cry, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to leave it here because right now, I'm in my transformation, right? I'm in, like Mariel says, I'm in the cocoon. And I am so glad and so grateful I met you, Letitia, because you are my rock. So, I am grateful. So, ladies, anybody who's watching the replay, she's Letitia Campbell, my coach. She is awesome. You guys need to follow her. And, look at what she makes me do. I never thought that I would be on here crying, but you guys have no idea what this lady has done. And for that, I am very grateful. So, for that 1 minute gratitude, I am so thankful. Excuse me, guys, that you came on. And I am so thankful that you came into my life because you're my rock. You're my rock that's going to keep me going. Without you, I wouldn't know where I would be at this particular moment in my time. All right, I need to stop crying. So, Miss Letitia, thank you so much. And you guys, let me know, who are you grateful for? You know, there's always going to be that one person that's going to change your life. Always that one person that's going to be there rooting for you. So, let me know. All right, Letitia, thank you so much. Love you. And you guys, see you on my next scope tomorrow. Bye.
Next screen.
Hi, my name is Darlene Anthony, and I am the CEO and founder of Purpose for Freedom, LLC. Before being in Letitia Campbell's coaching program, I was at a very low point in my business. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. What I was doing was not working whatsoever. But now I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to be helping, and why. I look forward to building a legacy for my children, my children's children, my descendants. I want to give them the gift of financial freedom, financial independence, as well as generational wealth. I will always recommend Letitia Campbell's coaching program. Why? Because she walks with you, she pushes you to be your best, and she does not allow you to wallow in self-pity or make any excuses. You got to get to work and use your gifts. Deciding not to join immediately, you'll be missing out on connections with these ladies. We have a tribe that knows my vibe. We are a crew that know what you have been through, and we are a team that shares your dreams. So go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com now and get inside today.
Very thought is an outrage. Then there remains one more